Hi guys, John and I. So look, here's the deal. Mike, podcast dad, is away, and we're having to record on our own in a sort of like John was saying earlier. It's like when dad's away and we're trying to cook and we're making a mess of the kitchen, so we can't do the intros properly. So just pretend you can't see John right now. John is going to talk today. Mike's gonna kill us when he's
yeah. He's gonna
about Facebook and Twitch, and I'm gonna get Oda pizza. Cue intro. Today's not so critical update. Oh wait, shit, have we done that bit yet?
No. Now we're good.
Okay.
Music is played. All is good.
Okay. So professional.
That was a great intro, Peter.
This is amazing. We're doing so well.
It's kind of crazy how it throws you off your game when you don't have your structure, you know?
Yeah, and no massive you're not recording sign anymore.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
all that positive negative reinforcement Mike's been putting on for you is just out the window. It's just gone.
Yeah. He's gonna be so proud. Yeah. He's gonna be so proud of us.
Facebook is shutting down its game streaming app, Facebook Gaming, after struggling to challenge Amazon's Twitch. And the interesting thing I think about this is that Facebook was shelling out money towards medium-sized to small-sized content creators to sign exclusivity rights to them, to bring them over to Facebook.
So what happens now?
Well, I think so. Here's the thing. Gaming features will continue to be accessible via the main Facebook app. However, Facebook Gaming, their dedicated application for viewing and streaming and whatever, not going to be available on iOS and Android.
Okay.
So I assume this is going to lift a little bit of maintenance weight off of Facebook. They have to have a full team on the Facebook Gaming application for both iOS and Android. Multiple teams probably. So those resources are going to be. What's the what?
Starting October the 28th. Okay, all right. So we've got a few weeks. All right. Sorry, carry on, John.
No. So I think it's kind of interesting.
It's annoying when people interrupt all the time, isn't it? Sorry, I couldn't help it. All right. Dad's not here, so
no, Mike's not here to rein us in.
Yeah, Mike. Okay.
But yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting push for you and your prediction that Twitch is going to be fine.
If anybody's not familiar, right? Last year, Twitch got severely hacked, and all their source code was released to the public. And Mike and John were convinced that they were going to go under. They were like, "This is the end of Twitch. They're not going to last, another month, and that's it." And then, to be fair, there was a fairly big dip on the number of premium streamers, especially that jumped ship and went to a different platform. And I said, because I'm amazing and I can see the future, I said, no, they're going to be fine. And if I win this bet, then they owe me a pizza. And so since then, nothing much has happened.
And you won the bet because I said months. They have months.
Yeah, I think we set a date on it, and it didn't happen by then. And I actually set up a reminder for myself every week to go and check. There's a site called, I think, twitchviewers.com, where you can go and have a look at the number of viewers and streamers and everything. And I went to go and check it every week. And yeah, they've been all right. I checked it recently. Yeah. Interestingly, they've had a kind of a sort of slow decline over this year so far.
Interesting.
And funnily enough, I think this is all the streamers who have gone over to Facebook they're gonna have to find somewhere else to go now.
YouTube.
Do you think they'll go to YouTube?
Yeah.
This is what I was wondering.
Yeah.
So, okay. My first thoughts on this are that basically Facebook seemed to be following in the footsteps of Google in the inability to to create anything except their core platform, like inability to innovate.
Yep.
They've got a good product that they're making shitloads of money on, and that's it. And they can't do anything. They've done like Facebook Marketplace. Facebook is not a replacement for eBay or whatever. Facebook, what was their Shorts? Did they do a Shorts thing?
I think they did a what's it called? A scroll format. Well, Instagram
that's
did.
Stories.
Stories.
That's right. Yeah, Instagram did the same thing. What else have they got? They tried to do like albums and photos and stuff like that. You know, a Flickr replacement or whatever. That never seemed to take off. It's basically still just Facebook.
It's just Facebook.
I mean, they might, they might have got a few million people on it, but compared to the number of users they have, it's essentially been failures.
It's definitely following Google's footsteps in the inability to innovate and only acquire. And Mark was never innovative. Mark stole everything or bought it.
No,
and like that's the, you know, according to, you know, not saying that's a fact or not a fact. Don't sue me, Mark. But
they hadn't invented stable diffusion yet. So when Mark was turned on, like the creativity aspect of an AI hadn't been introduced.
Hasn't been patched in yet. So, you know, Facebook created. Oculus acquired. Instagram acquired. WhatsApp acquired. All of these like core applications that are now under the Meta umbrella, it's just been purchased. These weren't made, and arguably it's been made worse. So it is definitely interesting to see them kind of following the same footsteps as Google.
So the other thing I thought was, and this is the reason why I didn't think Twitch would die, is because there isn't we actually chatted about this recently on Discord, which everybody should join. Join Discord. Yep. We're actually having some genuinely interesting conversations lately, and so thank you to the people who have joined recently. Actually, do you know what? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Pjol?
No clue.
Pijo?
Maybe it's Pijo.
Yeah. Anyway, hey mate. And I'm Playtest and Bok and some other people, and of course the James and some other people who and Expu, who's a friend of mine from way back. I used to be good friends with. Anyway, so we chatted about it on Discord recently, and Mike said that there is a viable alternative, YouTube Shorts, and I don't think it's viable. The same as with Facebook, because it just doesn't. They're crap at innovating. Yeah. They can't.
If you've tried to use YouTube Shorts, it's actually super trash.
Really?
There's just there's no round. It's like there's no real way to search for a category or like get into the. It's basically just scroll for whatever YouTube thinks you want to see, and YouTube's algorithm fucking sucks. Now, if you compare it to something like TikTok builds a profile on you based on your interests and then just shows you your interests and also feeds you some testers to be like, oh, do you like this?
So I didn't mean YouTube Shorts, because we're talking about, but YouTube Shorts also didn't work. It has failed, I think. But YouTube gaming, YouTube Live, YouTube streaming, whatever it is. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really part of this world, but it doesn't seem as though it's become a big thing.
So one of the biggest streamers, Pokimane, literally one of the biggest streamers, has basically said that she's done with Twitch and she's moving to YouTube. A couple other big ones are following suit very recently, super recently. I think people are fed up with Twitch. I think people are fed up with Twitch and they're fed up with the monopoly. And when I say people, I mean big creators. And the only alternative is YouTube. And YouTube streaming isn't good either. They're trying to emulate the Twitch feel, but you're still sitting on YouTube, right? Like, yeah, you have super chats and you have memberships now, similar to subscribers on Twitch, paid subscribers. And it's all just very meh. And there's no real innovative competitor to take Twitch out of the game, or at least have a run, on their money.
Yeah, it definitely seems like there's a gap in the market at the moment for live streaming, because everything's been stagnant for ages. There's no new exciting features. And Twitch are losing viewers and losing streamers slowly but surely. They haven't died off yet, but that's because there's nowhere else really to go. But if someone jumped in and said, "Hey, we've got the cool thing," and pumped a shitload of money into it as well, that's the other thing. I think if they were to like Facebook tried to do, but then ultimately decided not to. I think because Facebook have given up on this because it's not a big enough market for them to really sink their teeth into. It's a few hundred million, I'm sure, a year, but it's not that like multi-billion-dollar market that they want to get into.
And it will be, right? Video game has only been growing. There is no stagnation in the overall adoption of everyday video games.
Yeah,
that's gonna keep growing,
yeah.
Especially with the kind of hate using the buzzword, but especially with the metaverse in the next decade or two, we're going to see gaming become an everyday.
That's true.
When we can have
very true
low profile mixed reality glasses that everyone wears, just like our smartphones in our pockets, everyone will have these glasses, and gaming will be part of life.
Yeah. So do you reckon that that there'll be some sort of like VR streaming platform
where
you can stream from
sure.
inside VR?
Oh yeah. There already is. If you think about it, it's just a bit janky. It's VR chat, and
yeah, I know you liked VR chat.
No, VR chat was fun.
16, yeah, which I also cannot let slide. That
I look 16.
Looking 16 today, John.
I know. Shame on me. I've made a mistake, a grave mistake.
No shame on you, mate. Everybody makes mistakes, but I can't let it just go without comment.
So, I think, look away. I'm hideous.
Don't look at me.
I'm a monster. So, I do imagine maybe a new platform will arise that will be way more VR, mixed reality, augmented reality centric. Or Twitch will have to really come up with some new tech, because they're Amazon owned, and Amazon also does this where they just acquire something and they're not going to make new things for Twitch because Twitch works.
Yeah. It's quite sad.
Yeah, it is.
I suppose it's sad, but then again, it still leaves the market open for innovation. So we can only hope that something interesting is going to come along. I don't know what it's going to be, but then again, that's the whole point about innovation. It's got to be new. It's something that people haven't thought of yet.
Yep.
So maybe if we had someone who knew more about the startup market, we could see some of the movers and shakers in the, I don't know, the Series A world or something. But yeah. All right. Well, again, I'm going to keep watching this space. I almost deleted the reminder to check Twitch views. And then I thought, no, I'm going to keep rubbing it in their face for a bit longer.
I like seeing the stats because one day you're going to prove me right.
Probably, yeah, eventually. I mean, the thing is, though, Twitch still have a chance. I know we were just about to wrap up, but and if Mike were here, you'd be able to feel the tension in the recording. You'd be like, "Come on, kids, God, this is." No, I feel like Twitch could still turn it around. They could change leadership, or they could start pumping money into if they release some new features focused on actual feature releases, and then if they were to pay just a lot of money, get another round of investment, and spend it all on getting streamers over. I don't know. Hire some TV celebrities. Get who's the guy? Get Henry Cavill to do live streaming. I mean, of The Witcher. That would be amazing. I would watch that probably. I would become a live stream member of the audience if I got to see Henry Cavill play
Geralt,
who plays Geralt in The Witcher, play The Witcher the game. Yeah, that.
Actually, The Witcher 4 is going to come out, so we'll see. That might happen.
Yeah, it's a great game, and it's a great TV show as well. I love it because it's so much. It's a bit over the top, but that it doesn't take itself too seriously.
Right.
Which I think is amazing.
Love it.
All right. Okay. Take it easy, guys. Bye.